Hello again, YouTube, for the third and final time today. This video is going to be looking at my signed book collection. A video I've been meaning to do for a while, and they're actually separated into two piles. The first pile of books I should be showing you are the ones where I actually either met the author or ordered it through their online website, but either way they're all dedicated to me. And the second pile, which is arguably a slightly bigger pile, are ones that, well, they are signed books that I found in charity shops. We'll get there in a minute. So, up first, we have The Battle for Liberal Britain, edited by Sarah Ed Davey, and actually signed by Sarah Ed Davey. Signed twice, because he did a straight signing on most of them. And up there it says, Dear Jamie, thanks for all your work, Ed. Now, I actually met Sarah Ed Davey. I do have a photo of that, but I don't have it to hand right now. But I met him at one of the Liberal Democrat conferences because I used to work for a lovely couple who do all of the merchandising and printing for the Liberal Democrats. I no longer work for them as they let me go. But during the time I worked for them, I think this was like the first conference I went to. If I remember rightly, I actually met Sarah Ed, and he signed this book for me. So, again, another one of those ones I got from one of the Liberal Democrat conferences, and this one is Can Parliament Take Back Control by Nick Harvey and Lord Paul Tyler. And on the inside, they signed it Jamie with our best wishes, Nick Harvey and Paul Tyler. And fortunately, it did come to my attention a few weeks ago that Lord Paul Tyler has now passed away, and at the conference I was at, I believe the conference I was at where he signed this, they took the book for me along with Nick Harvey. It was one of the last conferences that he attended before passing. If I'm wrong on that, I'm sure someone will correct me. Again, this is another one of those conference books. And this one is The Assassination of Morgan Sheckler by Peter Black. And on the inside he signed it to J, best wishes, Peter Black. And I actually then discovered that these are very good. These are like a political crime thrillers. He's a brilliant author. So I've actually got all of his books that he's written so far. The next one up is The Only Game in Town, and again on the inside they signed it to J, best wishes, Peter Black. Because also my name is Jamie, but everyone calls me J for short. Next up, I actually have these in order by the way, is in my father's name, and again, one of those little bookmarks in there, just take that out. To J, best wishes, Peter Black. Oh no, sorry, 2J, good reading, Peter Black. It's actually dated as well, 15th of the 9th, 2024. So I remember I got the other three at a later date. The Morgan Sheckler Legacy. The only one. I think I've already put. I don't remember I actually put good reading. Either way, it's still signed. The next one up is The Morgan Sheckler Legacy by Peter Black, and inside this one he's put 2J, best wishes, Peter Black. Yeah. Assuming I put these in the right order. Yeah, it's Assassination of Morgan Sheckler. Only Game in Town, in my father's name. And then The Morgan Sheckler Legacy. I'll put that one in there. And the last of his books, or the most recent of his books, although he has just, now this is the last of his books that I have, although I have just learned Peter Black has released another book, just entitled The Morgan Sheckler Trilogy, which which is basically a big thick volume, in which is contained the Assassination of Morgan Sheckler Legacy, and I believe this last one, which is The Swansea Arena Murder. And inside, 2J, good reading, Peter Black, 15th of the 9th, 2024. So they're all dedicated to me. Some have good reading, some have best wishes, Peter Black, but they're all signed. So I met him 2 or 3 times. Very lovely man. Next one up is another one of the conference books. Unfortunately, it's the last of the conference books. Oh dear, that's front cover's a bit messed up, but never mind. and it's The Not Quite Prime Ministers, Leaders of the Opposition, 1783 to 2020, by Dr. Nigel Fletcher. And on the inside, he has signed it. He actually says one of the ones to sign it to Jamie. Enjoy. And that says lying in bed. And then Nigel Fletcher. But yes. So yeah, and then the next one we now have the first of the celebrity ones, and this one I actually ordered from his online website, and it's Timmy Mallet, Utterly Brilliant, My Life's Journey, and I actually ordered this from his website. It came with a Pinky Punky Mallet and several other signed things. On the inside is signed it somewhere, that's it, to Jamie. Enjoy the adventure, dream big, cheers, Timmy Mallet. And then the last of the ones that should be personally dedicated to me is this one, and I met this guy, lovely guy, at a book signing, and it's The Life of Ryland, by Ryland Clark, and inside he signed it, Jamie, lots of love, Ryland. So, yeah. So that's the ones where the books are dedicated to me, because either I met the author, or as in the case of Timmy, I ordered it from his online website. So I put these back. So yeah, I do love to collect a signed book. Of course, I learnt of Peter Black's Morgan Shankly trilogy book because I saw photos of it on my former boss's Facebook page, and unfortunately for me, he was actually doing a signing. But I'm also going to try to get my hands on a signed copy of that book, if I can. So next up are all the signed books that I found in charity shops. It's weird. It's a huge. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that I found in charity shops. Starting with this one. Jim Davidson OBE, One Bankruptcy is Enough. On the inside, to Wally, Jim Davidson. Doesn't matter to me that it wasn't dedicated to me, it's signed. So I'll take it. Next one up is a signed copy of a book by, excuse me a second, I'm just going to move a couple of things, by the YouTuber Marcus, well-known YouTuber Marcus Butler. It's called Hello Life. It's on the inside. It's signed by the author, signed by Marcus Butler himself. That's what we call a straight signing. A straight signing is, in other words, and a straight signing is where it's not dedicated to anybody, it is just literally the author's name. So that's what we call a straight signing. And the thing about straight signings is they tend to sell more because they're not actually dedicated to anybody. And next up we have Billy Connolly's Windswept and Interesting exclusive edition, and that's because it is signed. However, it's not signed on the inside like you might expect. No, this is Billy. He signed it along the actual pages. Billy Connolly. I've checked, double checked and had it verified. That is definitely a hand signed book. So, yeah. Next up we have Anne Widdecombe, Strictly Anne, the autobiography. And I found this is one of the earliest ones I found in a charity shop, and I found it. And I couldn't believe it when I turned, and it said on the inside, read on the inside, to Penny, best wishes, Anne Widdecombe. Dedicated to somebody called Penny, but it is signed. I just can't believe that somebody had shut that into a second-hand shop, so I had to pick it up. Next one is John Craven, Headlines and Hedgerows, a memoir, and this one actually says signed copy. And when you open it, and you flip to the which is the exclusive signed first edition, John Craven, July 2019. So yes, there you go. Next one is Sarah Millican's How to Be Champion, my autobiography, and this one I double checked and checked and checked, and it's definitely genuine, and it just says "Love, Sarah Millican," and so yeah, she signed it. It doesn't say anywhere on it that it's a signed edition, but it is signed by Sarah Millican, and it's what we call a straight sign because it just says "Love, Sarah Millican," and I can tell you it's definitely genuine because look, the ink has gone through. Therefore, definitely genuine Sarah Millican signed copy. Next one up is the Arsenal footballer Paul Merson, and it's called Hooked Addiction on the Long Road to Recovery by Paul Merson. And on the inside, again, I'm just sitting there in a charity shop, and I looked inside, and it's a straight signed copy. He signed his name and very little else. So, yeah, cool. Next up is the late Keith Floyd's book, Stirred But Not Shaken, the autobiography. And on the inside, it has his signature there. Can you see? It's very small. But there it is, Keith Floyd's signature. So, yeah. So we have another Billy Connolly book, Billy Connolly Rambling Man, My Life on the Road. It's one of its exclusive editions again, and of course, this being Billy, it is once again signed along the actual pages. And again, I've had this checked, triple checked, double checked, there is definitely a genuine Billy Connolly signature. So, yeah. And when it comes to Billy Connolly books, I now know to look out for this sticker where it says exclusive edition. Next up, I have John Barnes, stay there, The Uncomfortable Truth About Racism, signed by the author, it says there, and of course being a Liverpool fan, I had to get it because, you know, there's only one John Barnes. On the inside, there is a signature, and it says signed by John Barnes. So, there's only one John Barnes. Next up is Steve Thompson, Unforgettable, Rugby, Dementia and the Fight for My Life. Again, there's a sticker on it, it says signed by the author. And on the inside, exclusive signed edition, there it is. So, yeah, all these in charity shops, it's amazing. Now, being a Doctor Who fan, this next one, this was the first, I believe, the first signed book I ever picked up in a charity shop. Billy Piper, Growing Pains. And being a Doctor Who fan, I couldn't resist. On the inside, Suz or Suze, whatever that says there, and then Billy Piper. Then her autograph and two little kisses at the end. So, yeah, I couldn't resist that. I signed, you know, Billy Piper's autograph. Come on. Now this last one is a book where I've been looking for a copy of a book by this man or his brother, with their signatures in, with other signatures in for a little while, and I finally managed to find this one in a charity shop. And I have to tell you that a book signed by either of these two men, this man or that, is like they're as rare as hen's teeth almost at this point. And it is Reg Cray, A Way of Life Over 30 Years of Blood, Sweat and Tears. And of course, Reg was the twin of, Reg was one of the Cray twins. Reg is of course one of the Cray twins, Reggie and Ronnie Cray. And on the inside, ignore the £5 bit because I got it in the charity shop. There it is, Reg Cray's signature. Genuinely hand signed by Reggie Cray. Now I just need to try and find Ronnie. So yeah, there you go. That is all of my signed. Oh, hang on. No, there isn't. There's one missing. I just suddenly remembered. There's one down here. It's probably going to be a big crash in a minute, viewers. Several things come tumbling down. Ready? I knew that was going to happen. I actually have this one as well. This is GoldenEye, Where Bond Was Born, Ian Fleming's Jamaica by Matthew Parker. And actually, I didn't find this one in a charity shop. Now, I didn't meet Matthew Parker. Neither did I find this in a charity shop. I actually found this at a discounted price in Waterstones. Of all places, here, Waterstones. And on the inside, Matthew Parker has signed it under his own name. So yes, GoldenEye. Almost forgot about that one. Being a Bond fan, I had to pick that up. Now that really is all of my signed books. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care of each other, be kind to one another, like what you like, love who you love, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.